When I was younger, I used to like make things. I was good at it. I won many awards in contests. I was doing pretty well in school, but as I got older, my grade my grades went down. I was doing well in other subjects like math and science, but not English. My parents couldn't afford money to send me to private institutes. Everyone else was going to private institutes but me. English was always very difficult for me. I started studying English when I was in 7th grade. After getting into high school, English was still the most difficult subject. I decided to take a vocational class when I was a senior in high school. I wanted to get a job after graduating high school instead of going to college. I only went school once a week. The rest of week,
The rest of the week,
the rest of the week, I learned some other skills that were necessary for getting a job. I learned how to repair cars because I only went to school once a week. Sometimes I didn't know what I needed to bring for the class. One day, I didn't bring a book for my English class. My English teachers yelled at me. He called me a loser. And the kids in my class joined in and made fun of me. I was so upset.
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 Yes.
Upset.
Upset.
Upset. I just stormed out of school. I quit school the next day. I started looking for a job. I saw a job posting for Chinese restaurant delivery person. The,
The salary.
the salary was 800,000 won a month. I got the job as a delivery guy. My original plan was to earn money for 1 year. After that, I was gonna go to private institute to study. I had to study hard and finally got to university.
Go to a university that I wanted.
Go to a university that I wanted. I began my delivery work. I worked from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was the youngest person there. I was really busy. My mom didn't know that I quit school, so I always left home in the morning in my school uniform. Eventually, my mother found
About it.
out about it. For my effort and time I put into the work, 800,000 won was too little. So I deliberately milk at night. I wanted to make more money, even though that wasn't good for my health. I took many pictures of myself. I think it was a smart thing to do. Not many people would think about taking their pictures.
Taking their
Picture when they were having a hard time. But you should keep a record of our failure,
of your failure.
of your failure. You can keep a record by taking pictures or writing a journal. It is important record. What experience I was so ashamed.
It is important to record what we experience.
It is important to record what we experienced. I was so ashamed of myself. But now looking back, those memories and records I kept became a valuable asset. I can even use them as my lecture materials.
Materials.
I was ashamed I was ashamed of myself.
I was ashamed of myself.
I was ashamed of myself. But it is still me. Even in the toughest
Yes.
times. Even when you feel you are not good enough or you are not meeting your expectation, it is still you. I was just a part-time worker, but I didn't work like a part-timer. I always took my responsibility as if I were the owner.
As if I were the owner.
As if I were the owner. I worked like the owner. The real owner gave me bonuses because I was working so hard. I always carried the flyers of the restaurant when I was leaving. I started working before anybody and stayed until everybody left. The book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, task people to take initiatives.
그리고 tells people to take initiatives.
Task people
Tells people to take initiatives.
task people to take initiatives. I tried to take initiatives.
Take initiatives.
Take initiatives. I tried to take initiatives
Myself too.
myself too.
한 번 더. I try to take initiatives.
I try to take initiatives
Myself
myself
too.
too. Even when I feel I'm not good enough, I'm not meeting my expectations, it is still me. Right.
오, 선생님이 누군지 모르겠는데 발음이 왜 이렇게 좋아졌어요?